It's the beginning of the week and the expected strawberries are beginning to ripen. The blackbirds have their eye on them, and so to save them for us, the strawberries need netting. But before I can net them, I have to strim. And before I can strim, I have to capture the escapee strawberries that got out of the main plot and plant them on. This establishes the main programme of work for this week. My name's Mike and I make videos in my allotment and the occasional woodworking programme. So let us get on with this week's work. There are about 15 escapees to replant at 3 per planter, which I screw to the face of raised bed 14. I'd already rescued 6 plants earlier, a couple of weeks back, and secured these onto the raised bed, and I have room for another 4 planters. These planters will require cleaning prior to any planting. This I did at the plot water butt. The planters have developed a lot of dross over the years and therefore required a good scrubbing, which I have to say expounded a bit of elbow grease. The 4 now clean troughs were brought up to bed 14 and screwed to the face, with a strip of inch by inch placed underneath on top of the sleeper to allow free drainage. Troughs now in place, I need to fill them with compost, and therefore a bag is brought up. It took a full 40-litre bag of compost to fill these 10-litre troughs. Strawberries all planted, the 3 left over gifted to another plot holder, and we can now give them a good drink. That's the strawberry runners planted. We can now set about some serious trimming. Trimming is becoming an everlasting task and requires constant attention. But the strawberry bed is quite clear for now, and I can get on with the principal task in hand, and that is protecting the strawberries. My normal method of providing the fruit's protection is to crisscross 16 hoops along the bed and then spread in pond netting fastened down by hooking over screws set into the bed sides. So when harvesting, the net can be easily pulled back, strawberries picked, and the net then replaced. That'll do for today. Only one task outstanding now, and that's to give the strawberries their weekly feed. Enjoy! I want to record progress on the beetroot. Strimming the path between beds 3 and 4 is required. And notice the poor growth on the swede shoots nearest the camera. Moving over to bed 5 while I still have the watering can in my hand, it is time to give the beetroot and the parsnips their daily watering, and those on the left get the addition of the F.N.J. I need to devise a measurement regime to record the growth. At the moment the F.N.J look larger with the odd small plant, while the teetotal beetroot looks smaller with the odd large one. If that makes sense, using a photograph means the camera will have to be the same distance for each shot. It's very difficult to make an assessment of whether the F.N.J is doing any good or not. And this is the teetotal beetroot getting their daily dose of water. On my left, the swede that appeared last week are not looking as good as their brothers and sisters at the north end of the bed. Therefore I have split the row with a sheet of plastic, and I will give these a taste of F.N.J as a trial. Incidentally, 20 seed was sown in Jiffy 7 pellets, 10 in water and 10 in F.N.J to swell the pellets. The water swelled pellets gave no appearance at all, while 8 of the F.N.J soaked pellets are looking healthy. The next important task is to tidy up of bed 1, my second brassica bed. This bed's designated to cauliflower species all the year round. They survived that hard frost we had earlier in the year, and the intention is to erect my Muddy Bootz style enviro cage, which is parked up on the allotment, mainly getting in my way. But like all tasks these days on the plot, there is a substantial amount of strimming to take place first. Strimming completed, I then started removing the dreaded bindweed, ready to give the first feed of F.N.J. As prescribed, 1 cupful of F.N.J, which is 20 millilitres, into a watering can, given a stir and then applied generously, targeting the base of the plants as a basic feed. Time to go home. The plants were covered over and then left overnight for the feed to soak down to the roots, and then be ready early next morning to give the bed a thorough soaking. To hold that water in the ground and stop or reduce any evaporation, I brought down the remaining bags of Silver Grow farmyard mulch. I'm led to believe Silver Grow have ceased production of this compost. Don't know why. I found it to be a good product at a good price, or maybe that's why they have ceased production. Who knows? A problem with the covering is the timber I used to weigh down the edge had broken in 3 parts, and a repair is in order, and by screwing another lat to the old one, sandwiching the enviro mesh in between, will give a more satisfactory job. When I brought the compost down, I uncovered an ant's nest underneath the bags of compost. I'm curious to find out how quick they would clear the eggs to a new position. Recorded the first film at 9:30.20 seconds. Went back again at 9:35.34 and the film ran for 54 seconds, which gives us exactly 5 minutes. Listen on record, the broad beans have now produced their first pods. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been a busy one, and if you liked it and it was good enough for a thumbs up, I would appreciate that. Please comment. I do like your comments. If not already done so, please subscribe, and to get further notifications of uploads, please ring that bell. And it just for me to say now is take care of yourself, be good. Hopefully we'll see you next week. So it's bye, goodbye. Strawberries and cream, lovely.